Hello and welcome to your weather forecast for March 8th, 2025. I know it's been a little bit, but it has been pretty quiet, so I have taken a small break. But there's a lot more to talk about, so let's get right into it. So, first of all, our weather across the US today. We do have quite a bit of some rain right across here in Oklahoma, and we actually have a little bit of snow that's going to be happening right here in the western southern plains, just in western Oklahoma, northern Texas area, and back here in New Mexico and Colorado. It's going to be not super significant, and then this is going to continue off to the east with maybe just some rain and maybe a little bit of severe weather, but not much. All right, let's see what this could look like over the next week or two. So first of all, this is our GFS run, the American model. We do have this system here is going to become more significant as we head into tonight, into Sunday, and it is going to produce some snow over here close to central Oklahoma, but mostly just western portions. And you guys in northern Texas will get a widespread amount of an inch or two. And that is going to stop becoming a problem because this cool bulb of air here is gonna not be a thing anymore. And this is going to continue across the southeast, just bringing some moisture and rain, and actually could become a small flooding threat as it moves off to offshore on Tuesday. And wow, this actually kind of looks like a tropical cyclone almost when it moves off. Quite intense. But anyhow, as we head into midweek next week, we're going to have a decently large atmospheric river going pretty much across the whole west coast, from all the way up here in Canada all the way down here into Mexico, which is uncommon. We haven't had much rain down here, really, in Southern California. So there's going to be a lot of snow for you up here in the Sierra Nevada area as well. And there's going to be some significant snow in the Rockies as well. But here's where things get interesting, because as we head into Friday, a storm is going to start forming over the plains. This specific model run does have it producing some sort of snow something out there, producing a lot of sleet and freezing rain up here. The purple here is the sleet and the pink here is the freezing rain. And we're already at a 978 low pressure. Actually, it's at a 971 before anything else. So this is quite intense, especially for March. But the big thing here that we're going to watch is the severe weather, because it gets quite intense. And it could be widespread as well. From south to north, we could see Midwest in on it, the plains in on it, and a southeast in on it as well. And then this specific model just shows it going out. And actually, there's not likely going to be a big significant cool down after that system, as we are getting warmer is not going to be as significant. And after that, it looks like we're going to have a couple more systems. Like, here's a system right here through the Midwest. This is way too far out to actually know. It's Wednesday, March 19th. But this one does show some snowfall to some of the northern plains, Midwest, and Northeast. But yeah, that's it for that one. But it does look like severe weather is going to still be a problem as we continue throughout the month. All right, so here's a second scenario of what could happen with our European model. So there is a chance the European model does not show much snow over here in Oklahoma, so you guys could miss out. And it will continue east, and it looks like, yeah, it is going to get quite intense as we head offshore. We could have down to 993, and over land it does not look really intense, but it is a small low pressure. And as we continue into midweek, again, it is going to stay very quiet and quite warm, actually. But as we head into the weekend, again, here is where this happens. This one happens further west. It seems like we kind of have like a northern mode in the Midwest and a southern mode in the Southeast, where the Southeast one does look a lot more significant than the one up here in the Midwest. And it does look like quite a widespread severe weather outbreak. And the snowstorm may be a little less widespread and maybe further east. So we'll have to watch that one and see exactly what happens. It's still quite far out. And then there's that other system that we were talking about that might move through the northeast and Midwest area. Again, things could change, but we do have 2 models on that one. So there's that on that. And this, I would ignore this. It does show a small snowstorm here, but this is very unlikely to happen since it is way far out. We are 336 hours out at that point. So, as far as our temperatures go, we are going to see rather above average temperatures over the next couple of days right here in the plains and Midwest. And then that is going to transition to the east. And then the plains and east are going to stay quite warm for a while the west is actually going to get quite cold at one point, and that will then try to move to the east, push some of that warm air out. But again, I think we are going to stay in quite a warmer pattern with some cooler air in the east, and up here in the plains, especially later on, could get some cooler air and some higher cooler mixing as in this scenario right here. And there is one last thing I'd like to cover really quick before we end the forecast for the day. We do have a quiet pattern over the US as we head into the week. As you can tell, very, very quiet over most of the continental US. Of course, this is going to be our small system that is going to move out on Monday and Tuesday. And then right here is our trough that is going to move in as we head into the weekend. This one does look like it could be quite significant and far south, like a winter storm. So we'll have to watch this, but it looks quite intense. And after that, it does look like we're going to stay pretty active. So we'll look at that. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.